I was locked up with this woman who was sentenced to life in prison. I didn't know what she did, but by the time I met her, she was a little old lady. And she was in the cube that was directly across the hall from mine. I used to go to the bathroom and leave my locker open, and she started closing my locker when I'd go to the bathroom, and I'd come back and she'd fuss at me. She'd be like, "Amanda, you gotta close and lock your locker. Every time you leave, people will steal your stuff." And I'd be like, "Yes, ma'am." And I was just so naive. After she served 25 years in prison, she was eligible for parole. And she would go up for parole once every 2 years. And she had been up like several times and been denied parole every time. Okay, so it's time for her to go up for parole. And everybody had just been praying and hoping that she would make parole this time. And she got all dressed and ready. She had on her nice uniform, all pressed. We heard somebody come in down the hallway and they were like, "Miss Pat is back." And so we all went outside to the sidewalk and waited for her. And we were just trying to get a glimpse like of her face to see if she had made it, because we thought we'd be able to tell. And she got out of the van and her shoulders were slumped. And she was like, "Not this time, ladies, not this time, next time." I got out of prison and I kept in touch with her the whole time. She was my friend. And so every time she went up for parole, I wrote letters. It was time for her to go up, and she went up and she was denied. She was at a minimum security prison, and then she was moved to a maximum security prison. And because she was moved, she lost a bunch of her stuff, like the stuff that she had grandfathered. Like, that prison wouldn't allow for that stuff. So plus, like, it was super strict and she was not used to it, and it was horrible on her. It was time for her to go for parole again, and this time it was like super important. Like, I really needed her to come home. She needed health care. Like, she just needed things that the prison couldn't give her. She was like 60 old. She went up for parole, and oh my gosh, the way I agonized that day. I prayed all morning. Found out that she made parole. The glee in her voice, y'all, she was just floating. So on the day that she got out, me and my dad drove up to that maximum security prison and we picked her up. And it was just so darling watching somebody who had life in prison step out of prison and be free for the first time in like 30 years.